All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello. We are getting into a brand new series, but more importantly, I'm trying to discover what my Patronus is while we're waiting. This is far more important than me. So I'm filling out the part where you have to do private information. I don't want you guys to see this. But afterwards, we'll put it on screen and we can find out what it is. Maybe I'll luck out and I'll get Harambe as my Patronus.
I really want to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Florida, but
I have to,
also don't want to get spam.
right? Like, it's like, confirm your email address, and I'm just rolling my eyes like, great. Now I know I'm going to get a ton of bullshit emails from J.K. Rowling. Anyways, we're in the lobby for the next series. You guys want me to set on any of this? FeaR versus Lambo, another PvZ coming up. Please verify your Pottermore account. God damn it. I am not even that big of a... So, for those who don't know my story with Harry Potter, I loved the books, watched the first movie, didn't like it, have not watched any of the other movies. So I am not the biggest Harry Potter fan. Not to say I dislike Harry Potter or anything, but just clarifying where I'm at for this.
It restarts every single time I go to a different tab. That's annoying.
I know! Alright, I'm going to put this on screen share now. And we'll see what we can get here for Rifkin's Patronus. Take guesses in chat, guys. What do you think it's going to be? Zombie said she thinks mine's going to be a deer.
Yes.
How do I find out? What do I do? Is it just... This is the default thing in the background. The deer doesn't count. This was at the
You have to
screen.
wait for it to show up, so keep tabbed in.
Okay. Begin.
And then it takes you on a magical adventure.
Relax. Think of your happiest memory. Oh god, the mouse cursor is creating sparkles. This is bothering me already. Oh, shine, glitter, or glow. Oh shit. I like to shine. I'm beautiful, baby.
Options?
I'm beautiful, baby. Yeah, what were your options?
Discover, dream, and dance.
Oh, I'm Shannon like a... Make or improve? Ooh.
Over, under, around.
I'm gonna make.
Is this a sexual thing?
I'm gonna make...
Over?
The light... Like the 4th
A Dementor could have got you while you hesitated. Choose again. I didn't know this was timed.
Oh shit. Lead, save, escape. I'm gonna lead. I'm trying to pick things I would actually pick here, guys. I'm not trolling. So, I feel like, you know, I made BaseTradeTV. I like to be the leader of things. I take the leadership role. I shine because I'm so goddamn beautiful. And is that my Patronus? I saw something. You nearly produced a Patronus. You're close. I'm so close. I must know. I want Harambe. Forever or sometimes? Ooh.
Forever.
Yeah, forever. Sometimes is lame. It's forming. It's forming. I'm getting so hard right now. I mean the Patronus, the light, the construct. Not what's wrong with you guys? Watch, listen, touch. Oh, that's tough. Watch or touch, I think. I don't like to listen. I'm not a good listener.
You like to watch?
I like to watch. I will go touch. I like to watch. No, I like we'll do high fives. You know, I'm a touch. I like touch screens. I like, yeah.
I got to make it. Oh, it's a bird.
Think of your happiest thought. Hope, trust. We'll go with trust instead of love. Love's lame.
What the fuck is an osprey?
You got an osprey? Screenshot it, man. Tweet it. I don't know. Yo, where are we at? I'm almost there. Come on, Patronus, where are you? Don't be a deer. I just don't want Zombie to be right. Click and drag and release. Come on, where is it? No, don't be a stupid bird. What's a nightjar?
Oh, let me pick up birds.
What the fuck is a nightjar?
I don't know. What is an osprey? Look this shit up.
I'm gonna tweet it. Okay, I never tweet this stupid shitty stuff, but you guys can check that out. Games getting ready to go. Let's hop into it. J.K. Rowling stated that Harambe was a troll by her. Yeah, I know, guys. I was just, you know, the dream's still there, right? Like, you never know. If it really knows me for me, then I could potentially have been Harambe as my Patronus. Aw, some people on Twitter are saying I rolled a rat for my Patronus. If anyone gets cockroach, please tell me so I can feel better about myself. Feels bad, man.
Some people get squirrel, and they're not very happy with it.
I don't know what the hell is a nightjar, though. And, like, the thing I tweeted doesn't even show, like, a picture of it.
I know, I was really disappointed.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into a brand new best of 3. We'll put
oh my god! Your bird is weird.
Do I have to
Please
Google this?
that.
Nightjar. Okay, I'll look at that in a moment. Let's get to the intros. It's a brand new best of 3. Oh god, it is a terrifying bird! Jesus Christ! Oh my god! Alright, it's top left side of the map. It's gonna be the blue German Zerg Lambo. Can we not laugh at my bird? What the fuck?
It looks so suspicious. In the bottom right, has the red Protoss. He's FeaR. Look at this.
Is it racist to say it has like Asian eyes? Like, did it know I was Japanese? Is that what's going on right now?
It's so suspicious. So what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, the picture you sent me does look suspicious as hell. I gotta put this in.
It can look really cute too, though.
It's like, huh? Is that a proxy pylon I see?
It's an it's an owl.
Thank you. Oh my god, it's Edward for the 16 months. Sorry about the enduring our Pottermore Patronuses, guys. You know what though? My bird would be so badass. Can you imagine? You're like, you got a Dementor coming at you, right? It's on its way. You're like, Patronus! And this like suspicious ass bird comes out. The Dementor's gonna be like, does that have a gun? What's going on? Like, why is this bird looks?
It's got the same reaction we did. Oh, what the fuck?
You know, if that's the reaction Dementor's gonna have, it might just save my life. So you know what? I'm okay with that at the end of the day. Yours is an osprey. What are you gonna do? Catch a fish?
Here's my bird reacting to your bird. Ah!
Okay. Moving on. I think it's lame. I think if I picked those same answers again on a different browser, with different cookies, it would give me a different animal. I'm imagining it's probably a pretty random thing that they just assign. Either way, that was kind of fun. Yugazelle as well, 2 months, or SC2, 8 months, says, wow, it's been 8 months after all that crazy sub night. Has it been? This guy gets subbed on the hype sub day. We're still well above 900 subscribers, but we've sadly fallen from 1,000 since then. But that was a really crazy sub day. Best streaming day of my life, and I will never forget it.
Yeah.
Especially because what impressed me most about that was we were able to do that on a stream delay. I constantly bitch and moan. I hate streaming on a delay, guys. I think it's the worst thing you can do on Twitch, but it's unfortunately necessary for these tournaments as we don't want people to be cheating or have the option to in the first place.
Yeah.
His bird is so fucking amazing. You're right, it is. Thank you. Who's that in chat? Zombie Group. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. But yeah, my bird is phenomenal. Thank you. I'm proud and should not be shamed for the looks, the physical appearance of my bird. I mean, how cool is a nightjar, right? Like,
I mean, Nightjar sounds really cool, but is kind of derpy looking, whereas mine is like an osprey, which doesn't sound cool, but is actually cool looking.
I feel like, so you got the, what's that stupid meme for Harambe? Like, dicks out for Harambe. Mine's just like chewing your pockets out for Nightjar. You just walk around with like empty pockets. It's like so sad. Okay, sorry, Lambo FeaR. If either of you watch this VOD, I'm sorry. I love you guys. My bad. Didn't really build Lambo up like I normally do when we introduce him. He is such a good player. I expect him to actually take this series, but again, anything can happen. FeaR is just, in my opinion, like not a lot less, not really like a super underdog, but he's like one rung under the ladder to Lambo, I feel.
I guess it's a pretty accurate way to put it. Summarizes my feelings as well.
I hope this isn't true. Silverwind says apparently nightjars are also known as goat suckers.
I have the Wikipedia up. I was gonna look at it.
Just
It
like
is.
Control F
It's
goat
sometimes called goat suckers.
Why
Due
is
to
it
the
called-
ancient folktale that they suck the milk from goats.
What the fuck? That sounds like an insult. Like, zombie, you no good goat sucker. I swear, if I catch you doing that again. Where are they from? What region? You got the Wikipedia. What region of the world are they from? Will I ever see the night sucker goat jar in my life?
They're found around the world. They're mostly active in the late evening and feed predominantly on moths and flying insects.
Are they at least fast?
What?
Like, does it fly fast? Do I at least have a cool bird that can move?
I'm like trying to find things that are cool for you, but
You feeling? Shut up! This is making me feel really self-conscious now.
oh, they look like bark, so they're good hiders.
I feel like Ron when he got like
me.
his pet and ended up being a stupid rat. That wasn't even a rat. It was like a person who was so bad at being a person he became a rat. Like that's what where I am on the Patronus scale right now. There's big attack from FeaR comes towards the main. Roaches are here to defend, but roaches are slow to attack, and unfortunately, FeaR might just get a couple of drone kills. He takes out the queen pretty quick, transfers over towards the third, but roaches were already on top of this. Nice reactions out of Lambo. Minimal drone losses through this, even pulling the drones away from the adepts in the process of defending. It looks like maybe 1 or 2 will get out of this live, 3 barely, but 7 worker kills? I actually don't know if that was really worth it or not. That was quite a few adepts to dedicate to that.
Yes. I saw things happen. I wasn't reading Wikipedia. No, I actually saw it happen.
When the night jar strikes.
Thank you to Royal Kyle, or Roy Sile, for the 7-month resub.
More adepts, so they're coming back towards the natural base.
There's a lot of adept harassment going on. I mean, FeaR back at home is getting a lot of immortals, getting charged, probably going to get Templar Archives as well eventually. A pretty standard Protoss composition, whereas Lambo feel and one of those that just likes lurkers more than the recent, like, you know, banelings and nothing but banelings. So it is a, I feel like this is the most standard, even though the baneling style is more popular, and I don't know how to explain that, but that's just my feelings right now. But that lurkers versus immortals, classic, right?
It was. Excuse me. It was, and it was really used a lot by players like Guru and some others who made it like their core composition to get 2 lurkers, and that was it. You had nothing else around it, just massive amounts of lurkers. I really like this touch out of Lambo, by the way, on the scout. He does contaminate the robot. That'll delay out the immortal. Eventually, you'll be missing out on 1 or 2 because of this, but okay, so if it is going to be classic as classic was, please note, guys, lurkers are pretty freaking good. But if you've got enough immortals, if you got double robo production, you can kind of E-move on top of them. So we're not really there yet, but the second robo was constructed, and he should be able to get enough to deal with lurkers if that's going to be his primary focus. But right now, he's been putting a lot of emphasis into these drops, trying to harass to the best of his capabilities.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing. He talks about, like, is he giving away too many adepts? And if Lambo was instantly attacking, then yeah, definitely. But he's still getting some, I mean, good scouting, good reads on the pace of the game. Of course, getting a couple of drones here and there. I'd say that FeaR, the only thing he'd be doing better right now would probably be getting a 4th base, since he's banking so many minerals. Trying to get to Robotics Bay and Templar Archives. I guess Templar Archives for Archons, but I do wonder what... Oh, I no longer wonder. It is going to be for Disruptors. So.
Okay.
He didn't actually get as many immortals as I thought he did, so that makes sense.
Disruptors? Disruptors are interesting because, okay, they can trade out cooldown versus the unit cost of like an actual lurker, and that's interesting for that sort of stalemate you see presented. But as far as actually taking head-on fights against Zerg, it becomes questionable. Like, you get the links on top of it, you can't really use Disruptors in your own army, you risk too much friendly fire, yada yada yada. But this is where I really like his choice to go for all these Zealots instead of going for Adepts, because I really do think they'll be better at keeping the links and anything else off of his Disruptors.
Oh, there's a big warp-in in the main base. Maybe too big of a warp-in. I don't know. It's actually doing okay against the links, but
well,
good.
That was a mistake, and he's going to lose a lot more Zealots for it, too. I mean, these guys can take a hit, but if he had just gone in like he had intended and not sort of meandered around that ramp, maybe he could have got the damage. Lambo, in the meantime, by the way, double lurker drops with 4 roaches. Should be able to kill all the probes in the main. He's going to pull them away, but they stack up, and the roach is going to try and get some more kills for this. But 15, 16 probes dead already, not too shabby. And these lurkers won't be cleaned up anytime soon. He's targeting now down the robo. He's going to move these to the natural. Not a bad idea.
I just hope there's no detection so he can get kind of...
Oh, hello.
Through.
Look at me! Actually, if he gets the disruptor for this will put him in sick, but he's not splitting, so Lambo unfortunately won't quite get it. Lurkers burrow over here, and he's actually got an exit strategy, but oh my god, 9 probes go down so quickly.
Oh, Lambo is absolutely dominating in this game. FeaR, it all came...
No detection on the front lines! There's no detection on the front lines!
Oh, and he realized it too, so he's coming back with the lurkers. Like, wait a second.
Oh,
I can do
man.
this.
GG. Lambo absolutely dismantling his opponent, kind of like the Nightjar does to all other animals, and takes that first game in the series.
I told you it ate insects. What are you doing?
Look.
I dismantled that cricket. I showed him who's boss.
I'm trying to make it cool, okay? It's really lame, bird.
Every time I'm like mocking you in this bird, I just want to like look like the bird, so I'm gonna be like...
Don't make that face! They get a fixed gaming for the 20 months resub. I'm glad you could support someone with such a lame Patronus for 20 months. I really appreciate it.
Mine is a flipping raptor, man.
Here's why I know what an osprey is, right? Because I used to play, like, I can't remember the name, but it was like a fishing game back on like the old like Oregon Trail, like the original Mac type thing. And the fishing game would be like, oh, you lost a fish to an osprey. Lose points.
Video games teach you. Yeah, they only eat fish for the like 90% of it or whatever. So I learned something today. Do you know what a clouded leper is? Leper. Oh god.
No, but you know what, man? I haven't had a chance to look at this. Man, nightjars have massive mouths. Jesus.
They do. Some of those images with the mouth open are really funny.
Okay, hang on. Someone says if I listen to the call of the nightjar, I'll feel much better. It has a lovely sound to it on Twitter. So I'm gonna nightjar call from. Did
you hear that toad? Oh, I'm gonna look up the toad later.
Hang on, I gotta listen to this on the YouTubes. That's right, I muted it because that Pottermore thing was so loud. It sounds like a laser gun firing rapidly, like a machine laser gun. Can you guys imagine right now, like
yeah, it sounds like more like what I would imagine a woodpecker would sound like. Kind of like.
Actually, no. Oh my god, you know what it sounds like? You know when like you've got a container full of juice and like the pressure is slowly seeping out, so you hear this sound.
I've never had that.
Well, maybe someone else has. Anyways, let me close that off. All right, Nightjar, thank you for being just an absolute embarrassment to me, making me the Ron Weasley of this cast. We are getting into Game 2, however, and spawning in the bottom left side after taking a very well-played Game 1. It's going to be the blue Zerg player, Lambo.
My bird sounds unsure of itself. In the top right, as the teal Protoss, he is FeaR.
How does a bird sound unsure of itself? It's like, caw?
The way that it does its thing, right? It's like a very high pitched, like, right? But it does it in such a way it's like, It just doesn't sound like it really knows what it's doing.
The most, like, almost, like, it borderlines, like, not safe for work listening to those noises.
That would be so...
Someone becomes like really bad at making sexy noise. We know this from the past. Like, I actually wouldn't be too surprised.
Amazing.
Okay, enough about friggin' birds. I'm so done with birds. I know nothing about bird law. I don't know Charlie Day to help us out, guys. We're just gonna leave it where it is. This map for Frost is cross spawns, and that for me says Lambo's already in a pretty good spot. Every Zerg player wants to get cross spawns on this map, and a lot of it has to do with not screwing around with the way you have to expand. That being said, FeaR last game, I really like the Adepts. I really like the attempts at harass. But no matter how many times he tried to do it, he never really got a lot of concrete damage done to Lambo.
No, he didn't. I mean, the Adept harass was okay. It was just like, what can you do with the main army? That's the most important thing by far. And the answer was not very much. So I'm not going to say that, he should focus less on harassing or anything like that, but just that the main engagement he should have been a lot more cautious. Taking a fight that he really knew he could take. I burst out laughing because of Sliver Wind. Man, FeaR got goat sucked right there. Oh, it's gonna be a new thing.
Can we not make it a new thing?
I mean,
like, okay, first off, I know it's like not a cool bird, okay, but the goat sucker part really kills me, like, because that's not meant to be, I think, an insult, but it just sounds like what it really does, like, no good.
Well, it's like a fun sucker, except it's a goat sucker.
It sucks all the fun bits out of the goat. Thank you to Hail4 for the 19-month resub. Says ospreys are cool birds. I've gotten to have a close encounter with one in the wild. She didn't like me very much. She was probably just jealous how good you are at Mass Effect. That Osprey doesn't even have thumbs, dude, so probably couldn't even use the controls very well. Dude, at asterisk. Keep getting help as a girl.
You can call him dudes,
Yeah, but,
He's dude.
Alright. Overlord's position to scout. Lambo has speed, so we should be able to see everything that's coming. He just saw the Oracle pass by after all, so Back at home, spores come down immediately in reaction. Nicely done. Sad as it is, spore crawlers don't stop oracles, but it will deter them from sticking around for too long, at least.
Yeah, just gonna put it down to basically scouting and not much else, which is fine for an oracle opener. It's very, very good scouting. Well, this just feels lame, doesn't it? Oh, hey, drone! Oh, hey, larva! Woo! Yahoo! That's about it, though. So, Lambo's gonna be feeling pretty good about that last game. It has enough energy. Yeah.
Yo,
oh,
so
boy.
here's the real talk, guys. Did anyone get a cool Patronus, or did everybody get like lame birds and stuff? Like, who's got a bear or a tiger for Patronus?
Some people have gotten like lynx, you know.
This one girl I saw has a cat. She tweeted. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you can have a regular cat.
I'll take a regular cat over a nightjar, man.
Yeah, I guess I can see that when I clicked discover. And I actually could have see the choices that I made look as like a bird, right? Because like freedom and hope and they're flying and discovering and everything. And like, okay, I kind of get that. But also, they limited my choices about my characteristics. Because if they, had choices like lazy or not, or takes
lazy.
a lot of naps or not.
I know you don't know a lot about Pokemon, but there's a Pokemon called Slack Off. You should totally look up. I think you would be that Pokemon.
Okay. I'm sure it doesn't look at anything else.
It has a passive called Trudent, where every second turn it will literally just ignore you.
Oh, it's a sloth. Oh, that makes sense.
He likes to sleep a lot and ignore the trainer. Feels bad, man.
I want that one.
Alright, Overlord in the main will get picked off. He's got a good amount of scouting. You did a good job. You lived a life. Know the map, we got that same adept attack coming, or at least one similar to it in number. And as it comes to the base, Tilo this time doesn't already have a ton of roaches ready to go. So he's got, or not Tilo, I got Tilo on the brain. Lambo has to pull the drones away from this.
Yeah, it is certainly too many adepts to take on, but it's funny because he really doesn't have anything to deal with it. The drones have to go ring around the Rosie. He really was very late on producing army. Because, I mean, he got up to a decent drone count too, but
I love
maybe too decent.
The Oracle is just shelling away at Lambo's roaches. He's actually FeaR's winning the fight. The roaches should have won this fight and been able to push this back.
Dies?
I don't think so, but 19 workers have died, so he's going to be behind for it.
And he remade the workers instead of making more armies, so he's just losing more workers.
Well, he's also putting 2 hatcheries down behind this. I don't know, so I thought that, yeah, workers lost, he's got enough left over to all in, counterattacks, wins, but that's perhaps no longer an option.
That's just game.
Yeah, GG. FeaR will tie it up now 1-1. By the way, I guess... No, but really showing the difference of what is a very similar attack working in one game versus working in another. And I thought with the amount of scouting Lambo had, that would not have been even a question of a problem. But guys, we're going to play a commercial break as we get into what is possibly the last game. Well, it is the last game of this series, but possibly the last game of the day. So 2 minutes for game 3. We'll see you soon. All right, we're back, folks. Things are tied up now 1-1 as we step into New Gettysburg for the final map in this series. Again, the admin said that if this was going fast enough, they might cast one of tomorrow's matches today. We don't know if that'll be the case, and if that is the case, we don't know who will be cast. We'll stick around to cast it if that is. However, as far as we're aware, this is the last match that's going to play out. So spawning the bottom right side, we got the red Zerg player. It's Invasion's Lambo.
In the bottom left, as the blue Protoss, he has Dead Pixels FeaR.
Darn, no cannon rushes.
Damn. Well, while we watch this game unfold, we've had 2 pretty one-sided games. It's always interesting to see what combination, or maybe just continuing to flip side to side, right? The third game will be. And if it is going to flip, one really good game, then I guess Lambo's going to win the best of 3, right? But it is double elimination right now, so whoever loses has that second chance, however they lose. But yo, first of all, thank you to...
Sharp knees. That must suck every time you gotta walk, bro.
It must suck every time he resubs when we say that.
14 months, big love. Thank you so much.
But yeah, so apparently Heroes just kind of had a little teaser as to what's happening in 2017. I'm just getting flashbacks to how late StarCraft 2 got their plans.
Yeah,
last year.
I tried watching The Drop. Not sure that Joe from Nerd Street Gamers is running.
Yeah, I saw some of it too.
Shout out to Shazmo for the 8 months. Says, but that's how you resub. He knows what's up. They did bring up that topic, and first off, I'm just gonna say blatantly, I don't currently like the show. There's some certain things I really wish they'd improve on, but that's just personal opinion. That being said, though, yeah, they start talking a little bit about WCS, the rulebook, everything being so late, and unfortunately, like, I know from talking to some of the behind-the-scenes people after the fact, it was understandable why it was so late. Not acceptable, but understandable why it was so late. There really is nothing that I am aware of right now that would be a reason that they shouldn't already have something in plan, much less ready to announce soon. Like, in my perfect world, BlizzCon would be the time you would announce the changes for next year and have everyone fully aware of them at the latest. That way, during the off season, not only while you're training, you can make sure to get all your residency stuff in order. Nobody can snap their fingers and get a visa, not unless you're like a millionaire that can just try to buy all the fucking paperwork necessary, right? Like, and the people. But unfortunately, like, if you find out that you need a visa to play X place in February and you apply for it in January, there's not a good chance you'll actually have it in time.
Yeah, I agree. That's all good points, and it would be a much more ideal plan, but it is just kind of sucky because once again, it's like Heroes, for whatever reason, not so much popular than StarCraft, and even with like people playing it, I'm not even sure it's that much popular because there's a lot of people that play StarCraft. Again, like the whole co-op discussion and whatnot. They seem to get their esports kind of like lined up faster than ours, and it's always a little like womp womp. And now we're gonna have Overwatch to contest with too.
It's surprising too because that is a team base. You got a lot more people you got to concern, be worried about. Like StarCraft's still 1-on-1. I do want to point out though, on that last note, and this is not intended to circle jerk for the StarCraft fans of the audience, but I've really been comparing a lot of numbers through StarCraft, and I do this on a fairly month-to-month basis to see where StarCraft sits, because everyone likes to make the dead game memes, but for me, I always go like, how dead is it really? And the answer is usually not that much. In fact, I don't know what's going on at the moment, but just on average, when StarCraft doesn't have a lot of big streamers, like if we're not streaming a tournament, and everyone's just kind of streaming, and Grubby's not streaming Heroes or something, like you take the big hitters out of it, StarCraft and Heroes don't actually have super crazy differences of viewership on average for Twitch. Now, I'm not saying that makes the game popular or less popular or better or anything like that than the other, but even right now, I look at the Twitch list at the time of casting this, StarCraft has like 10,000 people watching it, and Heroes has about 4,000. So it's always interesting to see that this is still getting pushed so heavily. I am of the stance of, like, by the way, the CEO of Blizzard, I still think StarCraft is like the best esport, and it just sucks that the popularity doesn't seem to match what I feel it should for the game. I love StarCraft. Yeah, that part circle jerky, 100%. Like, regardless of anything else that you can contest with or see DT drops going underway right now, it's just that some other esports are pushed faster, and I just wonder why that is. But I don't care about esports. I just want them to push co-op. I think that would breathe so much life. Yeah, I know that you do. Hello, Zergling. 2 years, by the way. Thank you for the resub. Sorry to interrupt. I just want them to fix all the things that need to be fixed, like this clan tag thing. So. Yeah, I hide. That'd be great too. I hide it for the casts. Actually, I was watching Totovis' Clan War Showcraft thing, and I was just like, hit Control Shift C, please. Get rid of this stupid little just Control C. When I'm, when I'm not the one observing, I don't bother putting on like the scoreboard, for instance. And I usually wouldn't bother taking away the clan tags, but now even I do it because it's just so obnoxious. Yeah. So. I like this. Okay, so first off, he knew that the Overseer was there. He saw it. I was hoping to go for 2 Archons in total. One's not actually going to accomplish that much. I mean, good moves out of FeaR and a good way to adjust to the situation, but 1 Archon really just does not have the damage due to its attack speed. But maybe with 2 you get that splash and suddenly a lot of drones go down. You could even fight low numbers of roaches like this. So with that extra awkward DT, I thought he was just going to warp in a second one and make another Archon, and I would have really liked those moves. But unfortunately, it still wouldn't have done super amounts of damage, but better than 1. I think it's a better investment than having nothing happen. I mean, the alternative thing too is like put 2 Adepts in here. The Archon gets the drones so low that the Adepts one-shot everything. If you think you can do damage to the 2 Archons, that's fantastic. Otherwise, I actually am more in favor of keeping the DTs as ETs, just waiting until later on. Yeah. Because this is a macro DT. This wasn't like a 2 base, but really you weren't even saturated in your natural Dark Shrine. No, like he was 2 base saturated, and his 3rd base is already on the way up. It wasn't that big of a committal, which is also why, just being instantly denied like this wasn't devastating. You didn't like tap out of the game, right? But it is just like, okay, so DTs are going to be useful eventually. There's always going to be a point in time
where a player will move out of their base and they just won't expect it. So, you know, for instance, just like looking, Lambo actually does not have spore crawlers in his natural main or third at all. So Overseer goes with the army.
Oh, wrong zombie grub.
Well, my bad.
What are you,
in the mineral.
Silver
I
League?
said the mineral line, so you buddy. Technicality. Anyway, it would have eventually been able to get in there and done some damage, but now it's kind of like, well, if he ever has to get him again, he probably will. And it might go to 4 or 5 bases, by the way, because it's New Gettysburg and nothing's really happened so far, but kind of wish he just saved him. Archon ends up helping this, though, and that's pretty cool.
That's some nice splash damage. Picks it up and put it back on that back line. I still don't think this is enough that he can really overpower with. But he was hoping to distract because while this goes on, an attack on this side is a little bit more major. But Banelings are ready to defend, and Lambo cleans this up with relative ease. Pushes this back at the cost of 7 drones, but that's 7 drones for a lot of very expensive army units out of Lambo, or out of FeaR.
Yeah.
So kind of nicely done. Plus the 4th gets up too. This didn't even go down. So all things considered, good defense out of Lambo. He's got +1 on his side. He's got Banelings speed now. I don't think there's going to be an immediate follow-up attack that's too scary. I would like to answer a quick question that was asked in chat a little while ago, though. I know the brackets don't reflect it because they are very confusing to look at, guys. But this was a single elimination tournament until the round of 8. At the round of 8, this became a double elimination tournament. So this is technically classified, I think, as the loser's bracket round 1. So there is no second life for these guys, from what I understand. But again, the brackets are confusing, and I don't even fully understand how they work. So that's my best guess for you.
Wait, but these guys don't have a second chance?
So they should, right? Because it's still the round of 8, but it's classified as the loser's bracket round 1.
That's got to be just written incorrectly.
I hope so, because it would make no sense for you to have no chance, because you still went to the round of 8. You just got seeded, unfortunately. Like, so I really don't know. Someone else will have to look into this more. I'm just saying the brackets that we were given to link to you guys are not the most accommodating for how this is being run. Anyways, big attack coming down here. Should be able to cancel this base. There's no way FeaR tries to commit to this. There we go.
But yeah, despite everything that has happened, the DTs, the harassments, you know, drones going down, this is really a very even army fight potentially. But of course, FeaR has made sure the Zealots don't take the brunt of the force, and unfortunately, it was all types of clumped up. So even though the Immortals were technically on the front, all of the Zealots still got hit by the splash, and Lambo just takes an amazing fight.
Yeah, 94 supply now to the 24 of FeaR. He's going to hold on desperately. Some Warpins coming to the backside. Lands the corrosive biles on these newly found Zealots. They disappear before they have a chance to even swing a single side blade. He's going to back away, and we're seeing a little bit of lag. Or I am. Are you? Is this? Oh, am I getting servered again?
You.
Okay, well, it's nothing too bad as last time, but we are seeing a little bit of hiccups here and there. And unfortunately, with more Banelings on the way, with more Lings running across the map, it doesn't seem like FeaR's going to recover any better off of this. That +2 finishes up in just a moment as well, so more devastating. Again, these Banelings, it's not about doing a ton of splash damage to anything, really. It's just any splash damage is good. Oh, the Zealots charge in and they eat the Banelings. This is like a bad version of the cinematic for Legacy of the Void. And unfortunately, with the surround going down, GG's get called. Lambo takes the series 2-1.
Yeah.
And that discussion of numbers, by the way, has spurred a bit of debate in chat. I want to make it clear, guys. There is no intention of a us versus them. It is just simply analyzing two different games. The 5v5 scene will always be very dynamically different than StarCraft because StarCraft is a 1v1. It's literally like the only 1v1 esport there is. So it is comparing apples and oranges. I'm just saying that, like, to take the comparison and say like X is so much better than Y is actually not the case in this instance. A lot of Blizzard games have with the exception of Overwatch, have very interestingly close viewership numbers when it comes to like. You remove that one super popular kid from the equation because people aren't watching at that point for StarCraft. They're watching it because Lyric's playing StarCraft on that day or something, right? Like,
yeah. If the point of the discussion, I guess I see a lot of people saying, is that you think that heroes will be more popular and thus they're focusing more on it, okay, then we can disagree on what we think the future holds. But right now, my question is, why does it seem like that gets the cleaner esports function, right, than StarCraft 2 does, where we get some like the later notice? And for a long time they had a very small esports division. They're only like recently growing it, but it's like, you know, why choose one over the other?
I have a Rift conspiracy theory. Are you ready for this?
Yep. So
thank you, Savage, here for the 8 months. Everyone knows Mike Morium loves StarCraft, right? Like, that's not a secret. So maybe the rest of the company knows that because the CEO is so on board with this one game, they have to almost pump up all the others so that they can be brought up to daddy's expectations.
I see. I get ya. Hey, speaking of other esports, apparently Overwatch finally got a pause function. Hey.
Cool.
It's more esports than ever now.
I know that they announced the teams for the world thing where you had like, you know, Huck and others playing for Canada, Seagull and others playing for USA. I was actually that's gonna be kind of interesting to watch because a lot of those guys are not people who normally play together.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I do believe that was the last one. Oh no, we have one more, guys. One more best of 3, a bonus best of 3, if you will. FeaR versus Prime Lot is gonna actually play out today because I guess the brackets are going fast enough. So we're gonna go to a commercial break. We'll be back with this last best of 3, and we'll see you guys in 2 minutes.